Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and today I'm going to read on Jennifer Weisselberg and see, I want to see like what kind of effect that she's going to have on Trump. Of course, we know that she is Alan Weisselberg's, I guess, ex-daughter-in-law. She had, a pretty nasty divorce from his son. And she had a lot to say, and I think she's gone in several times to give depositions and give more information as they had more questions. So I just thought I'd see if she might be one. She could be one of the many, but let's just see what if she'll be, one of the ones that brings him down. Okay, so let me drop the camera down. I'll get started. Okay, here we go. So, the forces in motion on Donald John Trump's life that have been set in motion by Jennifer Weisselberg's depositions, testimony, whatever you want to call it, on Donald John Trump. Okay. The challenge. Oh, yeah. All right, so then I'll do, I know what, I'll do 4 cards over here, 2 columns, to see how powerful her testimony was on, causing him to become accountable sometime in the future. Okay. Okay, interesting. And then 2 cards up here. I'll get them all in a frame in a moment. 2 cards up here for what's the karma coming down on him? How's it gonna go? Okay, and 4 cards over here for going into the future. How will all of her testimony that's given and maybe not given yet as of today? Today's April 6th, 2021. Let's see his future. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. I may have to use the Kipper as well, but we'll see. It's kind of nice to get both perspectives, and sometimes with the Lenormand as well. Okay, so these 4 here are the future. This is what's hanging down on him. This is how powerful her testimony has been. Okay, so with the Fool being the forces in motion here, what she has set in motion brings in, well, the opportunity, the big old opportunity for maybe in a very unwanted way for him, maybe a way for him to free his soul in some way, because things are going to be out in the open based on these other cards, I can tell already. Things are going to be revealed that will make him more accountable, I believe. And also, because with this being the challenge, I wouldn't see this as being, innocent in any way. This can bring in brand new challenges that he never thought he had. And that opportunity to free his soul could be, you know, in a way that he didn't plan and that he didn't see. Because, you know, we're in the realm of the fool here. There's a little bit of blindness. It can be great for a new adventure, but it's just the beginning. And, you know, with the way the tarot goes, all the major arcanas, of course, are gateways. And the Fool kind of sets out, it's separate out from the other majors in that this is the mover into each new realm. So, but anyway, I'm going to stick with, he's having some unplanned opportunities and some unforeseen challenges. Like he didn't think that, he probably forgot that could have even happened. And then the challenge being with the King of Wands reversed here, his biggest challenge is that he has abused something. Well, I'm thinking that something is his ruthlessness to get what he wants, no matter what. You know, we're talking undervaluing assets when he wanted to and overvaluing when he wanted to in order to, you know, to get what he wanted out of it. Whether it was a loan, he might overvalue, and if it was insurance policy he's going to have to pay on, he might undervalue. And if it came to filing his taxes, whatever was disclosed, I'm sure, would be very much on the undervalued, as well as income. Everything of the undervalued. You know, basically, he kept 2 sets of books, is what it looks like. He's been, well, I don't really see it from this reading, but I just know that he's, in the past, he has kept 2 sets of books. Michael Cohen's testimony revealed that. And Weisselberg has been the guy that's been there with him forever, since day one. I think he was even there with his dad. So, you know, he was the CPA. So, yeah, this is not innocence. This is unforeseen issues and opportunities, but to free his soul, because he's been ruthless and because he's been disloyal to, you know, the system that is supposed to keep grifters like him in check. But, you know, no, that's not how he plays. Of course not. This has been his ruthless, abusive, his abuse of the system. Now, what she has revealed, well, she told the truth best she could. The Page of Swords brings in, well, would have brought in the subpoena that said, or, you know, you need to come in for a deposition, and but she decided to, you know, let it fly, let it show, you know, let the truth come out. Let's give them all the information that they want. It can even be, as this card is often a person in service of, you know, the law, you know, but a younger person, like learning the law. But this could be her in service of the law enforcement and the government. And it could be, you know, because it's a card of like spies, it could be that she came in to give some, well, she did. She came in to give information from a long time in the past. But as far as the power that her testimony has given, I would say she cut to the truth, and she gave it. She gave it, and she gave it. I think she gave it good. Okay. I don't think she held anything back, is what I'm trying to say. Now, with Temperance reversed, well, she gave to power. She gave truth to her powerful testimony. Told the truth about how he has conflicting interests, and this is a card. When Temperance is reversed, it's a card of corruption and separating from something. So she separated herself from him from all those years. And she gave truth about the corruption and how he, you know, his conflicting interests, how he gave conflicting, this is the two sets of books here, you know. Let me see, what else could it be? Well, I think she told how much he took risky actions, these two here. And, you know, how many risks he's willing to take, like all the actions that were in play. Just showed his ability to do whatever he wanted. I mean, he just, you know, he's always thought he was Teflon Don, and he could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and get away with it. Because maybe he has. But in this lifetime, I think he's got some comeuppance. Now, with the Two of Wands reversed here, she also gave information about how he was having financial problems, I think, and how, you know, maybe her options were limited. Well, they got free rent, basically. Her and her husband, for all those years, got free rent in Trump Tower in New York. Now this, I think, has something to do with The Apprentice, the Apprentice show. So I think she gave some information about that as well. That's kind of interesting. But combined with this, it was like, I think she was afraid of losing something herself. They called her in, you know, of course, and she was afraid of losing something. So she told about this big web of lies, because she knew she was in trouble, right? Yeah. Okay, so it was powerful because it was widespread. Whatever she told, it was widespread. It was big. These are, you know, we've got two major arcanas here. And here and here. So, okay. Up here, as far as the karma that's hanging down over him with this Five of Pentacles reversed, I feel like this brings in, well, what's coming down, he could have a little bit of recovery on some level. That's really weird. I don't understand why that would be. Because when the card's straight up, it's financial, you know, problems and destitution even. But, oh, I get it. He has karma hanging over him about people that he's pushed out. The charity information, I mean, the charity that they, well, basically Trump Incorporated and Eric and Don Jr., maybe even Ivanka, I can't remember, they're not allowed to create charities or foundations anymore because of their misuse of Trump's financial, or Trump's, what do you call, whatever. It was a charity for kids is what it was. I remember it was a charity for children, and they abused it. So here again we've got the abuse of this charitable foundation. That's hanging down over him still. So there might be more that comes out about that, because she may have known something about that because she was involved so far back when. Now, I'm going to have to do a separate reading on her father, you know, same as this. I'll do the same as this and see what comes through. And then, again, this is that generational wealth. So this would be from, this could have to do with the trust fund that he's abused. And this kind of ties into Mary Trump's lawsuit against him, because that's what it is. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so we have to remember that when somebody has cooked the books for generations, and they've tried to free themselves from financial obligations, it has to come down sooner or later, and that's what it is, because she's tied to the past. Her dad's tied to the beginning, even with the dad. This would be the dad's wealth here. And then Donald John Trump, he, because of all this, because of all this abuse and taxes, and then the estate planning, he messed with the with how much money that the other family members would have gotten, because he, oh my goodness, I wish I was an attorney and I could speak to like what that would, he messed with the trust fund basically, and he used his executive power to minimize the money to keep as much money as he could for himself, and then to minimize what the others would get. That's what this is about. Wow. Now, in the future, this could be far off. I don't know how soon any of this would be, but we've got the Hanged Man reversed, and that brings in, his future. This brings in humiliation. I think he's going to be humiliated. He's not going to be able to get away. This is, no solution. There's no solution for him. He's going to have to lay down and take it. And I think that there's a possibility that this creates, problems for him on a health level. It's very possible. Yeah. Wow. Because this has him alone. He can't farm this off. He can't throw anybody under the bus. His dad's gone. This is all on him. And there's this humiliation, for him coming down the pike, as well as, I think, losing homes, losing assets. The Four of Wands reversed has you, having major, conflicts at home. But then we have the Queen of Pentacles straight up. And that tells me that he's going to be trying to hold on. He's going to try and hold on to everything he has. But I don't know how well he's going to be able to, to handle that. So, you know what? Before I dive into, because I may use the Kipper. I feel like I need to look at the dad, the Weisselberg. What's his name? Alan, I think? Alan, yeah, it's Alan Weisselberg. Sorry, you guys, if this is like making you dizzy. Don't look for a minute. Don't look. This is my weird way to allow for reversals. Okay, so because we know Alan Weisselberg has been, and that has been gone in subpoenaed and deposed, all that stuff, many times. Now, it's possible that he's flipped already. So let's see. Let me do the exact same spread, same questions on for Alan Weisselberg. What are all the effects that Alan Weisselberg's testimony, depositions, information he's given, what do they have, or what will it have on Donald John Trump? Okay. All right, so the forces set in motion. Yeah, the past, all about the past. He knew about the past. The challenge, yep, the money, the handling of the money. Okay. 4 cards here for how powerful his testimony is on Donald John Trump. Yep. Okay. 2 cards up here for what's coming down on Trump because of it. Okay. And 4 cards for his future. I'm drawn over here. Okay. Alrighty then. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So I may not need to use Kipper, honestly. Because remember that 4 of Swords over here, I think that's a health issue for him. Okay. And these cards are not good at all, but let's see. So I don't need to go past the meaning here that just this is the past. The 6 of Cups is about the past. He knew where all the skeletons are buried. He knew everything. And this has to do with bookkeeping, his teamwork and the bookkeeping. We could look at the 3 of Pentacles here as Alan Weisselberg, or maybe this is Trump and his 2 sets of books. And Alan Weisselberg helped him to do that. And the power that this has created over Donald John Trump is that he will not get away with it. 7 of Swords reverses, he will not get away with the massive amount of manipulation from the King of Cups here. The King of Cups has everything to do with abuse, manipulation, and a cheater. This is a card of a cheater. He's not going to get away with the cheating. And with the Lovers reversed, well, he's going to have to learn how to love himself in a whole new way. Is one way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it is regrets and arguments, major problems. And with the 5 of Swords, well, this has to do with defeat, but it's kind of like at what price? It has to do with sneakiness and all his self-interest. I don't know if it really has him walking away. I mean, yeah, I don't know with these other cards. I think it's more the meaning of this deep inner conflict and this cruelty that he's had, this, failure. This is this failure. I think this could be the IRS. Could be, Cy Vance and Letitia James. Could be these other forces that are beyond him, but I don't think he gets to walk away. I think this is his defeat. That's the power of defeat. Based on the 2 sets of books and him cooking the books, man. Okay, so what's hanging over him with the Knight of Cups reversed, well, he's going to be very disappointed. This is another card of cheaters. And he's going to feel very insecure, and he's going to have, all his the dreams that he wanted, that he's been planning all these years, maybe to retire as a very wealthy man. I don't think that's going to go so well for him, because this is a card, when it's reversed, it's like broken dreams, and especially in relationship. And so, of course, both the Weisselbergs here in this situation have, they've had to save themselves. So I think that Alan Weisselberg has flipped, and here we have Trump caught holding the bag, aligned with the dark forces, aligned with darkness, however you want to look at it. This is a card of cheaters. This is a card of blindness. This is a card of abusers. This is a card of greedy people and people who have addictions. So there's that. And then his future, His future with a Knight of Swords reversed, well, I don't think he's going to be going anywhere quickly, but it does have to do with self-doubt and, you know, his literal, you know, because this is a card of lost direction. And everything he's like cut into in the past to you know, be in his selfish, greedy, you know, very conflicted place, it's all turned against him now. It's going down into him. And this is a card of, you know, debt, destitution. This is financial loss. This is very, very negative. So this is what's coming down. So I'm thinking that Alan Weisselberg's testimony was much more powerful than Jennifer Weisselberg's. And then with the Four of Pentacles reversed, he's just going to have to accept this financial loss. It's just, and he may think it was an injustice, but yeah, these are like, between the two of them, I think he's going to have assets seized, and, you know, to pay off other debts, to pay back the IRS from all the money that, you know, and they would go after a big fish like him, because we're talking, I mean, this could ruin him. This tax evasion, I don't know that he would health-wise make it that far to be locked up and incarcerated for tax evasion, but this will break him. This will definitely break him. And with this justice reversed, this is legal issues, and this is his corruption, and this is his bad, bad, bad karma. So with that, I honestly don't think I need to use Kipper. I think that I'm between both of these readings, I think these it's clear. It's clear. So this is definitely taking him down. So, okay, well, that's all I have. Hope you guys are well. I look forward to your comments. If you have any further questions, feel free to drop them in, and I'll add them to one of the viewer question videos that I'll be getting to soon. Okay, take good care. Bye.